What's going on YouTube? My name is Diesel, Agent Diesel, shaken not stirred, yes. And we are back in the Black Watchmen Season 2, getting Mission 14, Power and Influence underway. Now, I just want to let everyone know, this one is a task, so make sure you get your notepads ready, your Word documents, there's going to be some pictures, and there may even be something from WikiLeaks that you have to download. What? I know, right? Just as long as there's no audio files to decrypt, we should be okay. Am I right? Am I right, folks? Am I right? I'm right. Of course I'm right. Mission 14, Power and Influence. Caracas is the predicted site of the next Rift event. We must gain access to and influence within the power structures within the city. If there's the mission.
And then one day, you will look out over the site of your latest venture and think back on when you were just starting out and how Aconite was there every step of the way to cultivate your success. Because we believe that the world needs more dreamers, more visionaries, and more people like...
I'm a dreamer, but I'm
The
not the
data
only one.
from Loren's group points to an event in Caracas.
Alright.
Currently, our agency does not have a strong presence within the Venezuelan capital.
That we do
We
not.
must gain access to information channels in the city, monitor weather patterns in the area, and find secure entry points for our agents. The Rift event could occur at any time, so we must gain a powerful foothold in Caracas immediately.
And when the time comes, we will call on your expertise to help another company grow into what you have become.
Why, thank you. This mission is 5 parts. Alright, folks, 5 parts. And they're all equally annoying, but yet intriguing. Inside job. Find the web address of an institution we can contact in Caracas to facilitate the agent's entry into the country. So basically, we gotta find a job for an agent. So, excuse me. So it gives us 2 documents that you can open up in your browser, which I already have. Oh, future one. First 2 ones. Based on the assessment, the Clam report, it appears the next Rift event, codename Angostura, will occur in Caracas, Venezuela. Our current presence in the region is weak. Thins. We must get an agent into Caracas ASAP. Agent Azuro has been assigned the case with you acting as support. Our relationship with the Venezuelan government has deteriorated since the Vargas incident, whatever that is. We will need to get Agent Azuro in using a cover job and then gather human intel. Until we are able to move in further. Agent Azuro has agreed to share his file with you, review his details, and find the best possible institution to contact to facilitate his entry into the country, Division 66, and then the second joint is basically his resume for the most part. What I did for most of this, I mean, if you can type in Venezuela, go into Google search, type in Venezuela, you see he's a financial analyst, he's also a data analyst, but from what you also see, you scroll on down, he's fluent in English, German, Dutch, and Spanish. The man is from Germany, working in Mexico City as a data analyst, projects administrator, finance consultant. He's worked for UNRIC, which is the UN, and also Mexico City, Dormas Unclock. Yeah. Data analyst, basic torture resistance training, weapons training, intel, trained in corporate espionage techniques, adept at gathering human intel through interpersonal connections with prominent government officials and high-value private sector targets. Knowledgeable about interrelations in Europe, diplomatic, Latin America, and emerging economies. Experienced diplomatic relations. Finance and systems analyst specializing in South American economics. Now, UNRIC is like the UN. See, okay, do you see all of these? Do you see all of these tabs? These all pertain. So, if you look back into his resume, you can see that like he has Standard Chartered. Standard Chartered actually has a bank inside of Caracas, Venezuela, but that is not the website we must go. If you go to UNRIC, Brussels, it's a UN, United Nations Regional Information Center for Western Culture, or Western Culture Immediate Time, incredibly. So I was thinking we could probably get him a job in the UN. So you have to try and find like an embassy, right? So you type in German Embassy, Caracas, Venezuela. German because he's German. Yeah, he's German. Caracas. And I don't know why it went to Yahoo. I don't like Yahoo. Why am I in Yahoo? Go to Google. German Embassy, Caracas, Venezuela. And it brings us back again. Gosh dang it. You're making this difficult for me. The very next one is www.caracas.diplo.de. And it brings us to Bienvenidos a la Embajada Alemana en Venezuela. But if you take that URL, John, and you drop that bad boy into here, you can use the whole URL. It don't even matter, baby. Back to the mission. Okay, so we got him a job inside of the German embassy in Caracas, Venezuela. Future forecast: find the location for the institution in question so we can send it in. So we can send in assets to gather data. Okay. Find the location for the institution in question so we can send in assets to gather data. So you show that bad boy in the browser here, and we'll drop this bad boy in here, man. You know what I mean? Thanks to your work, my arrival in Caracas was smooth and easy. My first priority here is to find the headquarters of the group in charge of Venezuelan meteorology in Caracas, so I can set up monitoring devices on their systems. If we can get a tap on their data, we can hopefully get an early warning for Angostura. Find the location of their headquarters, and I will do the rest. So, if you do meteorology, I typed in Venezuela meteorology, and it gives you a bunch of different sites. But if you go, hey there, sport. Where'd you go? Where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, if you go down to Venezuela, that's where it is. I couldn't see it because all these are all blanked out. These two sites actually do not work. But Institution Nacional de Meteorología of Inema. Inema. And you put into a Google Map search, Parque Tecnológico Sartenejas Caracas 1080. That is the site of Inema in Venezuela. So you just take this address right here. You shall pop you in. Boom. Fantastico. Brillianto. We accept it now. Back to mission. Watering hole, baby. Woo! Find the name of the establishment frequented by the officials of the Ministry of Finance in their free time so our assets can gather human intel. Okay, start now. And it gives us another file here. And let's go ahead into our browser, which I already have it opened up in. Boom. I need to gather intel on the best way to get our agents into Venezuela. I have been asking around, and it seems that members of the Ministry of Finance will be the best to approach. I can use my cover position at the embassy as a means of meeting them. I have heard that they drink a fair amount on Fridays after work at a bar just down the street from their offices. If I can find the bar, I'll buy them around and introduce myself. I burped there. I apologize. Ooh, it's been one of those days. Now, the Ministry of Finance is actually called the Ministerio de Finanzas. It's basically Ministry of Finance in Spanish. Get out of here. But if you go into Google Maps search and you go into I don't know. No, this is fine. No. I'm going. Type in I don't know. Let's just search. And then nearby bar. Whoa! I don't know why it's blanking out. My computer. It's blanking out on me. Bar. Nearby. Okay, so we have the Ministerio de Finanzas. And if you go down to this way, what's this bar nearby? Okay, nearby bar. Bar, nearby. Nearby bar. So we have the Ministerio de Finanzas, and I'm sorry if you have if you're a photosensitive epileptic, you probably shouldn't be watching video games anyway. But that is annoying. If you go down the street from there, boom, you have Bar y Restaurant El Mesón de Cervantes. Go ahead, give me that full name, baby. Give me that full name, and you cut, copy, paste, copy that Bar y Restaurante El Mesón de Cervantes. Bang. Oh, boom. Back to mission. Now this is where it gets a little funky. Funky. Get it. Catch it. Get it together. Alright, Agent Azuro. Decoded the contents. Coded message from Agent Azuro. Decode the contents. Submit your return message here, and we will send the agent a code reply. So you take this tiny, you can cut and copy paste into your clipboard, and then you gotta get rid of one of them, because the picture that it gives you, what he sends is this. It is a lovely little bird. That is a lovely bird. And it has blue and it has a yellow. This will play a part. Now if you do a reverse Google search on this, it is actually called Illustration of Parrots. It's called the Screaming Parrot. That's what it's called. Cuban macaw or era tricolor from reusable art. Parrot drawing. But this is called the Screaming Parrot. Go like parrot drawings, images. Go to parrot drawings, images, and it'll just pop up. Eventually. Something. Some images and things. Some weird booty pictures. I don't know why. That's not the right one. If you were to go to the very first one, illustrations of parrots, it goes down to the Screaming Parrot drawing. That's what this John is right here. Screaming Parrot, you can download this if you want. It really doesn't matter. It's the same picture, only with the one that he gave us, it has blue and yellow. Now, if you open up this file in Notepad, download it, right-click the picture, say Open with Notepad. It comes with this giant decoded thing, and all the way at the bottom, and then to the right, we have a cryptobin.org. What? It's called Crypto Files. You cut, copy, paste that bad boy, and boom. In CryptoBin, it gives you this entire message. Now, you do have to enter in a password to get this. Now, the name of the picture is called Scientific. Okay? The picture is of a macaw, a screaming parrot, a macaw. But what's a blue and yellow? What's the scientific name for a blue and yellow parrot? Blue and yellow macaw parrot. Ararona. What she said. That's what she said. Type in Ararona. Oh my god. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong thing. This thing was so long. Type that into here, which is the crypto bin. It needs a password. You unbin it, and then it gives you a report. Now this I have put into. I told you this is gonna be a little nutty. It decodes into this. This is Agent Azuro reporting. I suspect my communications may have been tapped since I started interacting with state officials, so I have taken this precaution for all future correspondences. Please return messages in a similar format. Division 66 has asked me to find a secure means of getting our agents into the country quickly in preparation for Angostura. I'm going to have to get these names right. We will need to smuggle them in with help from a local organization. Based on the information I've gathered, the group to approach has connections to the government, and the man to approach is known as the Chicken. El Pollo. Find the name of his group, and I will ask around. Hopefully, we can find a way to get into their good graces. Now, if you go and you type in Venezuelan the Chicken individual, you'll get Hugo Carvajal. Sorry, Venezuelan government, the Chicken Man nickname, because that is his nickname. I don't know why Yahoo's coming up. Looks like I'm gonna have to go and do a little virus search. Apparently something bad's going, and it's not from this game. It's just a mess. Come here. There we go. There you are, Hugo Carvajal. Yes, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. So, Hugo Armando Carvajal Barrios, nicknamed the Chicken, born 1960, is a Venezuelan diplomat and retired general. He was the head of the military intelligence in Venezuela during Hugo Chavez's government. Oh, shizzle, we getting into cocaine. What's up? So then, you find out, with doing some more research, that he was really into Hugo Chavez. He was arrested also for smuggling. So he's got ties to get us into the country. That's what we're trying to get our boys in. We need to smuggle them in with help from a local organization. So I typed in Hugo's name, Hugo Carvajal Smuggler Group, and then you find out that he was big with a group called FARC. Not fart. FARC. Aha. Accused Carvajal of helping Colombian guerrilla FARC in its drug trafficking activities by protecting them from drug seizures, supplying arms, and providing with Venezuelan official documents. He was placed on the list together with Henry Rangel Silva, director of Venezuela's Directorate of Intelligence and Prevention Services, who later became Minister of Defense and Governor of Trujillo, and with Ramon Rodriguez Chasen, former Minister of the Interior of Security. So I typed in Hugo Carval Smuggler Group FARC, and then I usually look for Wikipedia searches before I go into anything else when it comes to this. And the first thing that pops up in the Wikipedia is the Cartel of the Suns. The term Cartel of the Suns describes a Venezuelan organization allegedly headed by high-ranking members of the armed forces of Venezuela who are involved in international drug trade, according to Hector Landeta, journalist and author of Chavismo, Narco Trafficking and the Military. The phenomenon began with Colombian drugs began to enter into Venezuela from corrupt border units, and that the rot moved its way up the ranks. So, Cartel of the Suns. Let's go ahead and put you in. Cartel of the Suns. That's what we were looking for. Alright. Last John. The last Jizzle. 14.5. Ball. Coded message from agent in the field. Decode the contents. Submit your return message here, and we will send the agent a code reply. This is where it gets a little tricky. Go ahead and you put that little tiny URL on there, and what it pops up is boom. It's a soccer ball or football. Inside is a recycling logo, and over here you have tiny link. Okay, tiny link, I suppose. And apodo. Apodo is Spanish for nickname. And notice how it's on the red color here. Alright, so we have the recycling bin. You know, recycle 3 links football nickname. You know, you can go ahead. The terrible Terry Tate, office linebacker. Listen, if you kill the Joe, you make some mo. This ain't new, baby. Apodo, nickname, alias. Nickname, alias. Nickname, alias. But basically, what this wants you to do is recycle tiny link. So, you take this URL that you got from the Black Watchmen, okay, U122Y514, alright, go into your crypto bin, and even take the one from earlier on. Take this, get rid of this joint right here, and just replace it with U122Y514, the same as the tiny link. Alright, so let's go ahead, and it'll give you this. So now we need to come up with the password. Now the password is also in the ball. Okay, so we have 3 links here. Don't worry about the 3 links. We already figured out to recycle the tiny link. But Venezuela, football, and then we have nickname, red and black. But the apodo is on the red. So I typed in Venezuela football, and it comes up with the Venezuelan national football team. The Venezuelan national football team is controlled by the Federación Venezolana de Football. I'm terrible. It is nicknamed La Vinotinto, or the Burgundy. I guess that would be considered Burgundy. Ron Burgundy. Greetings, San Diego. Stay classy. Go F yourself, San Diego. So don't type in the Burgundy. What they want is the Spanish nickname, the Vinotinto. Vinotinto. Type in the Vinotinto, unpin it, and it gives you a decoded message, and I'll make it a little bit clearer here for you. down here. Okay, this is Agent Azura reporting. We have an agreement with the Cartel of the Suns. My contact has instructed me to speak with the leader of Air Transport Group 9, and they will be able to get our people in ASAP. Find me the name of the military base where Group 9 is stationed in Venezuela, and I will contact them immediately. More work, more work, more work. So, in Google, Air Transport Group 9 Venezuela base, boom, it'll give you a WikiLeaks doc. What? Download this bad boy. You must do it for your country. Do it for your country. Alright, so what will pop up here? If you go halfway down the page, or even just do a little, let's see here. Do a little air transport. Transport Squadron, Air Transport Group 9. The first thing that pops up is Squadron 9-1, but Air Transport Group number 9 pops up, and it says here that it is in Puerto Ayacucho. Air Transport Group number 9. Puerto Ayacucho, but it doesn't give like a base. So, if you type in Puerto Ayacucho Air Base, I checked out Venezuelan military air bases and airports eyeball. It didn't give me a whole lot of anything. A lot of these Air Force bases here, it all just goes to like global security. This is just a comparison of climates, and air base versus Puerto Ayacucho climate. But if you go to this bad boy here, and you go to Puerto Ayacucho, Cacique, Armare AP, Base Area General Jose Antonio Paez. Now, if you look at the answer that they need, it's a lot of letters. 4, 5. This one's going to be 7, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4. It's a lot of letters. And it just so happens that the nickname, the secondary name for Puerto Ayacucho, the Base Area General Jose Antonio Paez. Thank God they just called it Puerto Ayacucho. Because that's way easier to remember and spell. So, copy, paste this bad boy in.
Agent Azura is secure within Caracas. We have access to local weather data, and our agency has the support of the powerful Cartel of the Suns. We're prepared for whatever is to come. Stay vigilant. We'll contact you shortly.
Alright. So, folks, Mission 14 is in the bag, and we'll be moving on to Week 4. Week 4, which is locked at the moment. Butterfly effect is in effect. We are done. We are rock and rolling. We are power packing, lock and load, ready to go, and ready for the next week of missions. And I cannot wait. So if you enjoyed this video, go ahead, hit like. It helps my channel out ever so much more than you know. And if you liked it a whole lot, go ahead, hit subscribe. New videos are coming out every single day, every single week. Folks, have a great day, afternoon, evening, good night. Peace out, like, shout, y'all, and I will check you out right here again in the Black Watchmen next time.